It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Raiders coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week, 19 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine zone escorting to the vision. They were loving the fact not having to run very far.
Point after here coming up. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Carson. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Still going. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for Seattle. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Broken tackle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And it's complete to Adams. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Davante Adams, his his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr lets this go for Renfrow downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Seahawks have recovered. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it with Carson. Bulldozes past him. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 21.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They run for it with Carson and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. These two teams all tied after 1. On first down, Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play you did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
They'll try to run with Carson. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
29.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Carr now on first down. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And still about 3 yards shy first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and then shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Looking deep for Adams. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Seattle. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Wilson going to try once more.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 4th down, Wilson goes to the sidelines, and on comes Jason Myers for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either
you got it.
I just went right past it.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
Carr now on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Carr. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. And he hits Drake. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks. Seahawks 21-yard line.
Carr going to throw. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Carr. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Looking deep for Adams. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Seattle. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Left side complete to Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable for Lockett. And when
it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. The guys filling the right gaps in the right holes.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
It's a big play there for Seattle.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 60 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Wilson on the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Earlier, they had 2 other 4th down conversion attempts that did not go their way. This time, it does go their way.
And this reminds me of a conversation I had with him in the offseason. There wasn't even a game to be played. But what he told me, I have enough confidence in my team and my play calling ability that I think I can always pick it up. Thus, they continue to go for it.
Again, Wilson will keep it. Stays on his feet. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that'll set them back 5. They run the option on 2nd down. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Carson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. It's Wilson on the option. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise...
Now Drake loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I